And then there were four. The race to be the next leader of the Ontario Liberal Party just got a whole lot more exciting. A noted MPP here at Queen's Park who was running has dropped out and has thrown his support behind the big frontrunner.
She has a lot of experience, and I really admire that about her.
Adil Shamji has been a Liberal MPP for 5 years. He was also an emergency room doctor and is now, he says, a Bonnie Crombie supporter. He's bowing out of the race to become the next Liberal leader, throwing his support behind the Mississauga mayor.
I've really come to appreciate Bonnie's compassion, capability, and competence, which I think give me the best chance to fight for Ontarians behind her leadership.
Do you agree with her ideologically? When I interviewed her when she threw her name in the race, she's talking about wanting to drag the party back to the center. I don't know that you're a centrist.
And I sat down with Bonnie about these comments as well. And I came away convinced that she is truly a centrist, that she doesn't want to move us to the right of center, doesn't want to govern from the right.
Shamji has signed up 12,000 new members to vote in the leadership race, but that lags behind the more than 38,000 Crombie's taking credit for. Political observers say it likely forced Shamji's hand.
This is all about how many memberships you sell. And if you think that you've only got 12,000 and somebody else is going to beat you, well, then you've got to make some decisions at this time in the race. And if he has moved over to Bonnie Crombie, he's possibly influencing many to go with him, but it also secures him a place with Bonnie Crombie. I mean, at the end of the day, this is about survival in the political world.
Did she promise you anything for your support? Cabinet position should she form government?
No. We had, I asked her to consider that I could have a role in, on her team and in a future government.
In return for Shamji's support, Crombie's campaign says it'll adopt his healthcare and education policy planks. Money is another big factor, it seems. Crombie has led the pack in fundraising, where Shamji has admittedly struggled. Still, some of his supporters were reportedly taken aback by his decision to drop out of the race and support someone who may have baggage when it comes to a big issue recently. She has come under some fire for comments she's made about the Greenbelt in the past and maybe being willing to open parts of it up. Does that concern you?
Well, again, this is something that I had a conversation with her about, and I came away convinced that, like me, she shares a commitment not just to defending the Greenbelt, but expanding it as well. And in fact, we've talked about some of the ways that she plans on protecting this in legislation.
Just 4 candidates are left in the race now, including current Liberal MPs Yasser Naqvi and Nate Erskine-Smith, along with current MPP Ted Shue. Crombie is now clearly the front runner, but can she win a general election?
That election is 2026. Between now and then, she's got to get a seat somewhere. Or maybe she doesn't, but there's a lot of road left to go before that happens. And the most important thing is the Conservatives are now painting her wagon before she can paint her own. Liberal Party members will cast their ballots for the next leader the weekend of November 25th. The next leader will be announced December 2nd. At Queen's Park, Richard Southern, City News.